Okay, question 8. Now, I think this is a really, really nasty question, especially for the fact that it's only 1 mark. Now, if you know a more simple way of explaining this, please let me know. I don't want to blow your minds, but I thought this was really, really hard. It's only 1 mark, so don't worry too much about it. You should know that there are roughly should be twice as many hydrogens as there are carbons, and there shouldn't be very many oxygens. So that's the simple answer. So your simple answer is M. Complicated answer, fast forward if you're not interested, but here we go. So here's my complicated answer. A triglyceride has 1 glycerol molecule, and it has and it has 3 fatty acid molecules. And it's also going to have it's going to be these minus 3 H2O, because when they join together it's a condensation reaction, so water is given off. Okay, so I started to work it out, but then that means you have to know the formula for glycerol, which hopefully you do, and then the formula for a fatty acid, which is a bit more complicated. If you want to learn it, I'll carry on watching and I'll show you. Now, glycerol, if you don't know it off by heart, you can hopefully work it out because you should be able to draw it. So you should know that it goes carbon, 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 hydroxyl, 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 and then everything else is hydrogens. So you should know that that's a glycerol molecule. So by drawing it, you can then work out that the for glycerol it's C3H8O3. Okay, so that's glycerol. For a fatty acid, I'll do that over here. The generic formula is C, and then whatever C is, there will be 2 lots of hydrogen plus your COOH, your carboxyl group or carboxylic acid. Okay, it's not that tough, it's just another thing to remember. So that is the structure of a fatty acid. Now, we've said that a triglyceride is 1 glycerol and 3 fatty acids minus your water. So what I then did is to take each of these and to try and see which one fits into this formula best. So for M, C55H98O6. What did I do next? So next I added in our 3 waters, because I want to try and break it right down to try and work it out. So I'm working backwards from this. Okay, so I'm going to add my 3 water molecules to break those bonds, so that I've now broken it down into the 3 fatty acids and the glycerol. So that gives me C55 and 6 is 61. Is that what I wrote before? No, because I'm not on about C. Right, ignore that bit, never mind. Obviously there's no carbon here, so C55 stays the same. Hydrogen, we've got 6, so 98 add 6 is 104. And then oxygen, we've got 3, so 6 add 3 is 9. Okay, then I'm going to do the same for N. So we've got C18, H30, O16. Going to add my 3 water molecules to break it down, hydrolyze it back into the fatty acids and the glycerol. So I've got C18, obviously, stays the same. We don't know that, duh. 30 plus 6 is 36. And then 3 oxygens plus 16 is 19. So next we can remove our glycerol so that we've got our formula for just our 3 fatty acids. So I'm going to take away glycerol, which is C3H8O3, to give us C52H96O6. And then for this one, same thing, we get C15H28 and O16. So this should be our formula for our 3 fatty acids and this one. So I'm going to divide each of them by 3 so that I get just the formula for 1 fatty acid. If you're still following, then that's brilliant. Okay, so this one I'm going to divide by 3. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. 28 divided by 3 doesn't quite work, but I'm just going to round it, which takes us to 9. And then 16 divided by 3 again doesn't quite work, but I'm going to round it to 3. Okay, so that's for N. Then I'm going to do the same for M to get the structure of 1 fatty acid, if indeed it is a triglyceride, which will give me 52 divided by 3 doesn't quite work, but it's about 16. H again, oh no, that one does work, obviously, and that gives us 30, hang on, yep, 32. Oh no, that's 17, sorry. It's about 17. Then I'm going to do my oxygen. Oh yeah, oxygen divided by 3 is 2. So does this fit with our formula? Where's it gone? Our formula for a fatty acid. So this one, let's get rid of our carboxylic acid, which gives us Q plus, so we've taken 1 C off because it's over here. We've taken 1 H off because it's over here. And we've taken 2 O's off because they are over here. So that gives us O1. If we do the same here, take our carboxyl group off. That gives us C16. H, take 1 off, 31. And O, take 1 off. Take 2 off, gives us no oxygens. Have I done that right? 16, 31, yep. Which gives us C16, roughly twice of that is 31, and our Q group. That is exactly what we said up here. There's a tiny bit of error, don't worry about that. And then up here, yes, we've got twice as many here, but we've got an extra oxygen here. And that's why I think this question is really, really tricky. So there you go, that's the long-winded answer. So the answer is M. Because of the ratio of carbon to hydrogen to oxygen. And that is why I do not like that question, but there you go.